Supreme Lord Krishna is the greatest god and a well-known cultural figure in Hinduism. His fan base and popularity are unmatched on a global scale. He arrived on earth as Lord Vishnu's eighth incarnation to destroy the evil represented by King Kansa. Despite being born to an earthly being, Lord Krishna was without flaw. He served as Sudama's real friend, Arjuna's mentor, his gopis and wives' lover, a cunning politician, a philosopher, and a guide. Even in today's day and age, he is the most followed and revered of Hinduism's many gods and goddesses. His birthday, or Janmashtami, is honored with great splendor and is worshipped throughout the country. In honor of Lord Krishna, people frolic and celebrate Holi, the festival of colors. He served as Arjuna's instructor and led the Pandavas to victory on the battlefield of Kurukshetra. Lord Krishna is all-powerful. One might think that it is impossible to deliver the whole Gita to Arjuna in merely some minutes. The most accepted theory is that Krishna delivered the Gita in 45 minutes. Despite our desire to think that time was stopped, Lord Krishna did not pause time to teach Arjuna the Bhagwad Gita. This is because Lord Krishna, who is the Almighty, instantly and directly communicated the word to Arjuna's higher consciousness. The Pandavas and the Kauravas set out to destroy one another in the battle of Kurukshetra. Even though they were cousins and connected, Arjuna had no choice but to take weapons against his cousins. But, in the beginning, he was very hesitant to hurt or kill them. This is because doing so would have harmed his own family, his gurus, and other people. However, the conflict had to be waged and won. Krishna personally took on the role of Arjuna's charioteer to assure victory. But not as Krishna, the friend of Arjuna, but rather as the all-powerful, he gave him instructions. How did this happen? This is only possible because Krishna is the Supreme Self. He is present both within us and outside of us as well. He is omnipresent. When he noticed that Arjuna was in a dilemma to engage in combat with his own cousins, he talked to Arjuna using passages from the Bhagwad Gita. He addressed Arjuna's mind, bringing to his attention his responsibilities, his fury, and the need for his course of action. He addressed Arjuna's inner consciousness. Despite being born with Lord Indra's blessing, Arjuna was nowhere like Krishna. He was confused, forgetful, and anxious. He exemplifies the soul that has become lost. He was prepared to abandon his obligations and objectives because of his confusion. But in the instance when the battle began, Lord Krishna makes it very clear that he is actually the Supreme Self. All of Lord Vishnu's incarnations had a significant reason for coming to earth, and Lord Krishna was no exception. Lord Krishna revealed to Arjuna that he is the highest form of truth when Arjuna was confused and unaware of his obligations in the fight. He constructed an illusion by exposing Arjuna to the truth and convincing him that Krishna was everything in the cosmos. He was knowledgeable about every living thing on the planet and beyond. He had no ties to the living. Unlike humans, Lord Krishna was not constrained by life, death, space, or time. Since he was transcendental, time did not exist for him as it does for us. Krishna is the independent, who exists both inside and outside of us as well. It should be clear by now that Sri Krishna did not pause time to deliver the entire Gita to Arjuna. But it was done in merely 45 minutes of time, according to the most accepted theories. Anyone who has barely any idea of the Gita knows that it is impossible to recite the whole Gita in that period. But it was only possible because it was done by Lord Krishna. If these videos are enjoyable, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to us as well.